in the bed, stand. Debate about who is the greatest coach in the league.
Man in the middle, standing 6'5", number 17, PJ
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Jonas Valanciunas. Durant is out there with Clark. And it's Michael Jordan. And it's Simmons in at the 1. Here's Harden. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And one of the league's most effective shot blockers from that guard position. Jordan can do it and help defense or on the ball.
Covington kicks to Westbrook. No good from outside. Jordan against Westbrook. Clark. Good D by Covington. And here's Houston. Pass to Westbrook. Tucker with the ball. It's up a 3. Rebounded by Valanciunas. And if there was ever a definition of a glue guy, Greg, it would be P.J. Tucker. He's so valuable to his team.
You know, P.J. gives you production in every way, and his impact really goes beyond the stats. All the little things that coaches want their players to do, that's really the motto of Tucker's game.
Well, it can't get worse than this. 0 for 4 to start.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing.
Stolen by Harden. Westbrook passes to Harden. And stolen by Simmons. Moving it up. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
It's good.
I love Westbrook's ability to shoot it off the dribble, to stop the rise, the fire. He makes it look easy.
Here's Simmons. Second shot opportunity. Outside for Jordan. In the corner, Simmons with it. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Okay, Kevin Durant scanning the floor, looking for opportunities. Make your teammates feel good. Nice.
From deep, Harden. Good on the three-point shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And here's Jordan outside. And Simmons kicks to Jordan. It's rebounded by Houston.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature.
Oh, wow!
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's Simmons. Dishes it to Valanciunas. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Westbrook.
Now the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display. The vertical out of this world.
Simmons passes to Jordan. Drills the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's Houston now. They trail by 1. Here's Westbrook. Covington trying to break free, and it's in there. 6 points for Russell Westbrook. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And Simmons kicks to Durant. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got 3 assists in the game.
Wow, lights out from distance. Durant with a quick, high release. Just a pure shooter, Kevin.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a just match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
Houston making some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for P.J. Tucker. And Daniel House subbed in for Robert Covington. And here's Harden for 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Harden's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets. Harden's gone 2 for 2 so far from 3. Jordan the pass to KD. And finished off by KD.
Man, he is working them over on the inside. I'll tell you this, Kevin Durant every year gets more comfortable with the physicality of defenders. Incredible.
Poked away and stolen by Jordan. Simmons on the wing. Back to Jordan. Simmons finds Jordan. To the wing right side. And some nice passing there by Houston. And the dunk by Chandler.
But defensively, you have to contract to take away the over-the-top lob to Chandler.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And the defining trait of the greatest of superstars, Jordan makes the players around him better. Mentally, in terms of effort, and in terms of their performance.
Now here's Harden. He's got 8. And another 3 for Houston.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
1 second separate in the shot clock and game clock. Outside for Jordan. There's the pass to Clark. Second chance effort. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That one's on Eric Gordon.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And he makes the first. He hits both from the stripe.
The potential is there. For Clark, it's about expanding the range so that it makes him more versatile offensively.
Here's Harden. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
And at the end of one, both teams put... Close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
We got Ben Simmons. Clark is out there with Durant. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's Jordan in at the 2 spot.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
And 3 from Jordan. That one doesn't drop. And the Rockets take it the other way. Gordon for 3. Jordan with the rebound. Simmons feeling it out a bit. He kicks to KD. Durant drawing the double team. Stolen by Harden. Durant with the steal. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, you want to try to stay between Kevin Durant and the basket because he will throw it down if he gets near the cup.
KD's gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. And the jam by Harden.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Boy, Greg, neither team willing to give an inch and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And Simmons is right there. Simmons got 5 now.
Intent on keeping that possession alive, Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
Pass to Westbrook. 3-pointer. Here's Chandler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Ben Simmons.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, it's amazing to me that Tyson Chandler, after all of these years in the league, is still an effective big man who can anchor a defense and rebound at a high level. Truly extraordinary.
Houston making a switch here. Covington's checked in.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Clark finds Simmons. Outside, KD. Tries again. Outside for Jordan. Pass to Simmons. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They double team KD. Simmons passes to Jordan. Over Harden. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And it's Houston on the break. Another miss by Houston.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Simmons. He has 5.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
The Rockets making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And 3 from Jordan. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Jordan's got 8.
And wasn't really a long-distance shooter in college. Jordan really worked on his range ever since being drafted.
Now here's Westbrook. He has 6. Harden gets the bucket.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
The offensive rebound. Clark dishes to Valanciunas. Back to Clark. Outside Durant. Shot clock at 6. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And that's now 11 points for Jordan.
Yeah, nice timing there on that catch and shoot. Jordan with such a musical rhythm to his game.
A 3-pointer is right on target.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Here's Durant. Simmons trying to get open. KD's shot is good. Durant's got 4 points in the quarter.
I'll tell you, very few players are as smooth and as easy as Kevin Durant is on the move. He just glides around the floor.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That'll be his second foul of the game.
2 fouls already on him. That is not the way to get your minutes per game up.
1:14 left to play here in the half.
And Harden is more than just a scorer. He's also got some sensational handles and passing instincts. Loves connecting with his teammates.
Jordan's shot is off.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through. See if you can get an easy opportunity.
A shot by Harden, wide open. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Here's Simmons, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Simmons got 7 points in the game.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And now here comes Simmons leading the break.
And that's what Simmons does. His vision and accuracy make him a premier presence on the floor.
Westbrook with it. He's got 6. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Passes it to House. And the rejection by Valanciunas. Stolen by Tucker. The putback, and it's Durant with the rebound. Westbrook against Simmons. And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. 8 seconds left in the second quarter.
I'll tell you, Kevin Durant is hyped. He knows no one can stop him if the pass is perfect.
Harden outside. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The away team up by 1. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters. Just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Westbrook in at the point. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Now here's Simmons. Over Westbrook. Hits the close-range jumper. Simmons got 9.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
A high post shot. He can't hit that time.
And his lateral quickness really allows him to stay in front of the shooter there and challenge the shot.
And this is the key. In this game, you've got to be able to move your feet to be successful on the defensive end.
Simmons got nearly everything to drop for him, shooting 5 of 6 from the field. Westbrook passes to Gordon. And Tucker kicks to Gordon. And another 3 for Houston.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
Here's Covington, connects on the foul line jumper. Now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Houston. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Houston leading by 3. Outside Westbrook. There's the 3. Valanciunas grabs the board.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Clark. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one. Clark's gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Westbrook against Jordan. Westbrook dishes to Covington. Off target from 3-point range. Covington's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Durant down low. He's guarded by Chandler. Scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good. And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. It's tipped. And so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Emmanuel House is checked in for James Harden. Outside Covington. It's good from long range. Covington's got 5 points now this quarter.
their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it, the double checking, and the game continues on.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
Well, Russell Westbrook is a guy you want to play with because he's going to lay it on the line every night. And you couple that kind of passion with his talent and look out.
Gordon with no one around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Gordon's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Stolen by Westbrook. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
It's Covington on the wing. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Covington's got the lead up to 8 now for Houston.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
The pass to Rabb, wide open. That shot is off. And the Rockets take it the other way. And it's Rabb with the foul. That's his first foul. And here's Houston. They're on a 16-6 run. Pass to House. Back to Westbrook. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter.
And don't sleep on Simmons defensively. Very skilled there as well. He just knows where to be and how to guard whoever he's on.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And here is Durant after Eric Gordon hit the three. Houston shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And so the timeout by Brett Brown here.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
The Rockets making a switch here. Tucker's checked in.
And momentum going the other way. Can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
And the first one at the line is good. And so Westbrook makes them both.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And here's Jordan outside. Drills it from outside. Jordan's got 14 points for the game.
And just the ability to stop on a dime and then quickly rise and fire. This is how Jordan gets the separation he needs.
That one drops for him.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Down low. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Yeah, and this is what happens when you have a scorer like Jordan on the floor. He attracts all that attention defensively, leaving guys wide open.
Stolen by Jackson. Durant attacking. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists in the game. Houston leading by 8. Westbrook wide open. He fired. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Boy, Westbrook has really improved that perimeter game. He has honed it, and it is sharp.
Gordon against Jordan. Shoots the 3. Gordon with the defensive effort.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter.
And so it's Houston holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Jaren Jackson is out there with Gorgie Dang. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Ben Simmons. And it's KD in at the 3 spot.
Listen, that's a look he can hit, but right now he can't throw it in the ocean.
Harden, no good. Up top, Durant, guarded by Harden. Jordan against Chandler. Jang, the pass to KD. 6 on the shot clock. Drops in the tray. Durant's got 20 points.
Well, after netting 1 in the first half, that's the second deep ball to go down for this guy.
On the wing, Gordon. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Gordon's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets. Up top, Simmons, guarded by Harden. Durant way outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. The feed to Gordon. Jordan with some nice D.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Oh, sensational speed by Simmons, trucking it down the court and beating everyone.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Rockets. Russell Westbrook comes in for Daniel House. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
And when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
And Ben Simmons picks up a foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
Westbrook feeling it out a bit. And a miss there on the triple. Westbrook against Durant. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Harden gets the bucket.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Launches a 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, there is an ease with which Kevin Durant plays the game. This guy knows I can score from anywhere right now.
Westbrook against Jordan. That's tipped. Shot from 16. Westbrook, no good. The drive by Jordan that cuts the lead to single digits. Jordan's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, high percentage look for Jordan. It has every move you could ask for in the painted area.
In the corner, it's Gordon. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, Greg, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Michael Jordan on the wing, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Covington.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
And how about the connection Simmons has with his guys? Once the lob is on its way, you know he's going to finish and stop.
Jordan against Westbrook. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
Harden outside, kicks to Gordon. Clock at 6, and there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That will be foul number 5 on him. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Here's Carroll, and the rejection by Jackson.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
The 3 from Sefolosha, and he's good on the 3 ball. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
He hits the first one, and that brings them within single digits. And so Jordan nails both of them. 16 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Harden the pass to Westbrook. And here's Covington, guarded by Simmons. So we see the Rockets get the win here. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and
The famous We Love Houston sign just off Interstate 10. We're coming to you from the Toyota Center in the biggest city in the Lone Star State. It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Now the starting group for the visitors. Magic Johnson is out there with Allen. Then there's Williamson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas, and it's James in at the 3, the small forward. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's Gordon in at small forward. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas. And so it's Houston with it. Westbrook passes to Gordon. Fires from the wing. And the jumper is on the mark.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Well, I don't think it's been a secret. I mean, LeBron James hopes to become the greatest of all time. At least that's my perspective on it. Last season, he surpassed his idol, Michael Jordan, in career scoring. He called it one of the real pinnacles of his career.
So here's Westbrook after the basket by Tony Allen. Westbrook finds Gordon. And it's off from three-point range. And you might think about what sets LeBron James apart among the all-time greats. He's the only player who's top 10 in both scoring and assists.
Well, I would even take it a little further, guys. His overall all-around brilliance is what truly separates him from the rest of the great players, because he's top 20 in steals as well as approaching top 50 in rebounds. That's remarkable. and he's done it from day one.
Now here's Westbrook. Robert Covington unable to get his last shot to go. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Gordon.
It energizes everybody when LeBron is locked in like this on the defensive end.
Williamson with it, and it's Gordon picking him up and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. Westbrook with it from past the arc. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous. I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Finished off by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Harden, Covington trying to break free. Harden, no good.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changing. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
Off target from outside. Here's LeBron. Oh, what a finish!
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. And taken away by Johnson. Goes up and slam dunk by Johnson.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Boy, and I used to love going up and jamming it down like that, guys.
And Houston calls their first time out of the game.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Houston. Daniel House comes in for James Harden. House, the pass to Chandler. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's his first foul. Chandler outside.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Yeah, those are the shots you want, but they've been trickling out on them, guys. They've just got to stay with it. Persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll try.
Houston shooting their first free throws of this game. And the level of detail that Robert Covington approaches defense with is just phenomenal. He is always prepared for his matchup.
Yeah, and that's why he's an outstanding defender, Kevin, because he's got the physical attributes. He's got excellent speed and quickness for a guy of his size, good length and strength, outstanding hands. But he does a nice job of studying his opponent and what he needs to do to be effective defensively. I think he's one of the better defenders in the game and on the wing.
Houston shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. And that one falls for Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Good on the triple. Westbrook's got 11 points. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Johnson against Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Russell Westbrook.
Boy, the court awareness of Magic Johnson, coupled with his 6'9" size, make him as unique a point guard as we've ever seen, who does everything for this team.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Well, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Williamson. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake. And there's the call on Zion Williamson. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Rockets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First one falls for him.
And, you know, when Gordon is healthy, he's extremely effective. I mean, he's a high motor player who strokes it well from deep, actually strokes it well from everywhere.
And here is Williamson. Good D by Covington. The shot, no good. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Houston. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks... And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at him.
Jonas Valanciunas is out there with Williamson. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Allen. And it's James in at the 3 spot.
Yeah, you know, Johnson plays with such confidence and effervescence in the open floor. You never know what he's going to do, but most of the time, he makes a good decision.
Poked loose. It's Covington on the wing. And James pulls it down. Johnson outside. And then Johnson with the dunk.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Chandler, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Back to Westbrook. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
And then Johnson with the dunk. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
And so here is Houston. They trail by 1. Now a timeout called by Houston. You gotta like what Magic Johnson has done in this game.
I mean, he's getting to the rack all game, and if they can't do a better job of keeping him out of the paint, they're in for a long night.
Houston making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And James Harden has subbed in for Eric Gordon.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
It's tipped.
A rare rejection that time from Tucker, using that long reach, though, and times it perfectly.
Valanciunas dishes to Allen. Back to Johnson. Passes to Williamson. Clock at 4. And Harden comes to help. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And it's Houston's ball. From deep three-point range, from beyond the arc, and then some. Harden's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And with all the accolades that James Harden has accumulated in his career, Clark, the one thing missing is a championship ring.
And, you know, there's no guarantees for however great you are individually that you'll win a championship. We've got a lot of great players that weren't able to get that done. But, you know, when you think about it, that's one thing that's keeping him from being in the all-time great shooting guard conversation in the eyes of some. Team success is critically important. Championships add to your resume, but I think at the end of the day, when you maximize your individual contribution, that should be worth something in terms of your recognition. Watch out now! Like the sun rising every day, you can count on LeBron to have his head up scanning the floor and finding the open man.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Houston. 18 feet out. Again, the Rockets score.
Boy, a little touch of style from Westbrook on that one.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And finished off by Williamson.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
1:51 left in the first half. And a deep three from Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 9 points for James Harden.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Harden against Allen. Harden scanning the floor. It's blocked.
And when Zion blocks it, you feel it. He's got this kind of power behind these swats.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Wound up there for Allen. That one misses. Houston leading by 4. LeBron with the block.
Using his length and timing and bounce to perfection there. LeBron James, an excellent shot.
The Rockets making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. Long range from the inbound. They grabbed their own miss. A shot by Harden, wide open. A three-pointer, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Allen lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
They get it back. Chandler, the pass to Gordon. Here is House, covered by LeBron, and the rejection by James.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Pass to Williamson. Kicks it to Allen. And a deep three from James. He made it! He got it!
Big time!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The away team, they lead by 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. Halfway through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Harden and Gordon are out on the wing. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. And LeBron James, Clark, climbing the all-time scoring list. Last season passing Michael Jordan. This season, Kobe Bryant. Clark, any chance LeBron someday passes another Laker great, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, for the most career points in NBA history?
I think it's simply a matter of his health, because if he stays healthy, then it's not if, but when. By the time his contract runs out, guys, in 2022, he'll be right in that neighborhood of my all-time favorite player, and I think the greatest player to play, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Johnson against Harden. Nailed from three-point land. Harden's got 12.
The creativity of an artist, that's what Harden has. An excellent decision maker, too. Comfortable at pulling from right here.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
When you've played over a decade and a half in the league, it's expected that you're going to slow down, but LeBron still going strong.
Westbrook surveying the D. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Here's Johnson. He's got 10. Covington with the steal. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Williamson kicks to Johnson. And there's Williamson on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Timeout called, the Rockets. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
Well, you know, he's destroying them right now, guys. This defense has to make an adjustment to try and cool him off.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Covington dishes to Westbrook. Jacks up a 3. A rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Williamson. And finished off by Williamson.
And that was an absolute hammer. Williamson is downright lethal when you allow him to gain some momentum.
Houston trails by 3. Here's Westbrook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. For Houston, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. No good on that one. And he sinks the second. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. James against Gordon. That one off the back iron and out. And so it's Houston with it. A 2-point game. Johnson with the block.
Tell you what, the long arms and great wingspan of Johnson, well used and suited for the shot denied.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it, Kevin and Greg. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra. Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And it's Williamson missing.
Tough to hit that shot when the D is all over you like that.
Harden trying to get open. A nice shot by Tucker. Tucker's got his second basket.
Using that strong upper body, Tucker can definitely play through contact. Well, I tell you what, you just cannot help but be in awe of the offensive dominance James Harden has had over the last few years. I mean, he's done so much for this team and done it with both his scoring and playmaking.
And when you look at usage rates, Harden is the offense for this team.
Yeah, you look at Harden's numbers over the last few years, and it has been absolutely ridiculous what he's done. I mean, there's no player who's had a better 3-year stretch in the history of the league. 30-plus points per game seasons the last few years, the near triple-double the year before. I mean, he's a marked man for every opponent, and he's still been able to put up these kinds of numbers. Absolutely amazing.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Shoots it. But they get it back. Outside Gordon. The pass to Harden. Launches it. And another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off. Timing his release beautifully off the bat. Nice stuff.
Williamson, the pass to Valanciunas.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Outside Gordon. Here's the 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Williamson kicks to Valanciunas. Pass to Johnson. And so the timeout by Brett Brown here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
There's 57 seconds left in the third.
When the lob is in the right spot for him, LeBron is never going to miss a chance to do something special throwing it down.
And it's the Rockets with the ball, trailing by 4. Johnson against Harden. Oh, he just jams it right over LeBron. Wow.
And Harden, an absolute vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Allen passes to Johnson. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Gordon outside. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
You know, his scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
And the dunk by Williamson.
Kevin, I tell you what, the peripheral vision, the court awareness of Johnson, this guy always knows when one of his teammates is open.
And Harden launches it from deep. Can't connect from long distance. That shot off. And so it's the visiting team. With their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We've got more in store for you right after this. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. You've got Williamson. Magic Johnson is out there with Tony Allen. And it's LeBron James. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5.
Tell you what, you can't afford to lose track of LeBron. I mean, because that's what happens when you do. He'll find a way to get in there and grab the rebound and convert.
Here's Westbrook. Passes it to House. Right side, Covington. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Tyson Chandler. James outside, and they double up James. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Now here's Westbrook. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
And that one falls for Westbrook.
He's simply just willing himself to the line here.
Johnson against Westbrook. It's rebounded by Houston. Covington's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Here's House. And the rejection by James. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Now a timeout called by Houston. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He got on his guys about allowing 2 men.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
We've played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Harden, that's good.
And the mid-range game of Harden, excellent. An offensive genius, really. I mean, knows exactly where to get the looks that he wants.
Johnson dishes to Allen. Back to Johnson. Here's Williamson. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Johnson's got 6 assists in the game. They get a hand on it. Allen with it. Westbrook picks him up. Here's Johnson. And Magic Johnson with the slam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
The first one falls. Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. And both free throws good for Westbrook. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. The drive by Allen. James Harden with the rebound. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. It's a 5-point game. Westbrook against Johnson. Another miss by Houston. On the wing, James. Shot by Johnson, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect. Aaron Gordon has a knack for scoring in big spots of the game. Well done, E.G.
Some young players tend to defer in big moments. Not Zion.
The deep three from Harden. The long distance three is buried. Harden's got 22 points.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments. Loves stepping up at crucial times.
Here's James. Lays it up and banks it in.
There is no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
Harden inside the three-point line. It's rebounded by Johnson. Johnson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. James with the bucket.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand. That's some slick passing from Harden on that one.
Tucker's gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Feeds it to Williamson. Covington with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And it's Gordon missing. James, the pass to Valanciunas. It's rebounded by Houston. To the paint. Here's Covington. And that one is hammered home.
And, you know, the calm nature of Covington, even in tense moments, stays relaxed and keeps his composure and finds ways to nail these shots.
Johnson attacking and finished off by LeBron.
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
Not a lot of time to get this one back under control.
No, they need to do their work quickly from here on out.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 4. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Deep Harden, it drops, and what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And it's James missing.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. Count it!
Nothing but bottom for Gordon. He's got him falling right now.
Here's Johnson. And so the timeout by Brett Brown here. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
17 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The dish to Williamson. Oh, missed it.
This is what you love about Williamson. On the shorter side for a big man, but he's developing the pump fake as an equalizer.
Good on the first, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And he doesn't let the pressure get to him. Cool and confident from the line.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They trail by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. There's 10 seconds left in the game. Now Harden. A 3-ball. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot. No good. The visiting club takes the win on the road. this win such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long. Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got LeBron James. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Steph Curry. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Giannis in at the power forward. And for Boston, Ainge is out there with Johnson. Then it's Bird. Then there's Kevin McHale. And it's Parrish in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. A three from Leonard. They get it again. It's good on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Johnson, the pass to Bird. Back to Johnson. Going to go that time. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. It's Curry outside. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Johnson can't get it to go.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate, and they're rarely fooled.
Connects from three-point range.
And loving the hustle here early. I mean, they struck first on the offensive glass.
On the wing, Bird. It's stolen by Curry. An even 3-on-3 break. James finds Curry. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Johnson against Leonard. Johnson, the pass to Bird. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync.
And Leonard gets it to go.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
And maybe the biggest story of this summer, where would Kawhi Leonard be headed in free agency? A player of his caliber commands that kind of media scrutiny.
And here is Johnson after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Lewis checked in for Danny Ainge. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. So the Celtics called timeout, their first. Greg, you talk about the media focus for Kawhi Leonard. Not exactly something he embraces.
Not at all. As a kid on his birthdays, he'd shutter himself in his room because he didn't want the attention. To this day, he lets his play do the talking.
.157 left here in the opening quarter. Here's Parrish. And yes, it's good.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
It's usually interesting. After a bit of a struggle, does the first bucket get you into a little rhythm now?
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
The pass to Johnson. Lets it go from 14. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Pass to Parrish. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. That's on LeBron James.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Boston shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Both free throws good from Parrish. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Curry from deep three-point land. The shot missing. Excellent D there by Johnson. This is to Lewis. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. .54 seconds left to play in the first. Gilmore passes to Paxson. Nice ball movement by Boston.
And how about the interior defense here early on? They have really shut down the middle.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Outside Lewis. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Stolen by Lewis. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. Here's Johnson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Pass to Paxson. Here's Gilmore inside. Lewis down low. Here's Paxson. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the visiting team looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
Again, Johnson. He's out there with Paxson. And it's Lewis in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5. Curry way outside. Kicks it out to Leonard. Passes it to Curry. Just 5 to shoot. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 9 points.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range. No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch. Paxson against Leonard. It's Curry outside. Gilmore grabs the miss.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Back to Curry. Now the pass to Leonard. Good, and Curry gets the assist. 6 points for Kawhi Leonard.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. And he's known as the Claw. Kawhi Leonard Doris with some of the biggest hands in the NBA.
Well, consider, Kevin, that hand is over 11 inches from thumb to pinky. That's 52% wider than the normal hand. Basically, his hands correspond to a person who would be almost 9 feet tall. Incredible.
Some changes for Boston. Kevin McHale, he checked in for Parrish. Bird comes in for Paxson. And Ainge is subbed in for Johnson. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. 3-pointer, Bird. It's hauled in by LeBron. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Leonard dishes to Giannis. Buries the long-range jumper. Antetokounmpo's got 5.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Lewis on the way. McHale up top. There's a minute 47 left now here in the second. 6 to shoot. Feeds to Ainge. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Curry. And here comes the break. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Ainge against Curry. They double him with Giannis. Bird right side. The Celtics need to get a shot off. McHale misses.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And what you love about his work defensively, the ability to challenge and change shots without fouling.
Now a timeout called by Boston. One guy who's been getting it done so far, Stephen Curry.
Yeah, I think they've got to be talking about just guarding him a little more tightly on the perimeter or keep the ball out of his hands as much as possible, period. That's about the only way you're going to cool this guy off.
Boston making a switch here. Parrish is checked in. 56 seconds left here in the second. Curry brings the double. The kick out to Ainge. Pass to Lewis. Giannis against McHale. Shot clock at 5. The Celtics working the ball around now. They need this. And Bird with the basket on the assist by Parrish. Bird's got his first points of the game.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Curry. Outside Leonard. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Leonard's got 9 points now in the quarter.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And Curry throws it down hard.
Well, that basket began with Steph Curry's defense. He's thinking one step ahead, creates the steal, and triggers the break.
Ball's knocked loose. Lets it go from deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. The away team wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's foul. Johnson is out there with Carter. Then it's Kareem. Then it's Reddish. And it's Len in at the center position.
I'll tell you what, he came out of that locker room raring to go.
Carter on the wing. And he banks in the layup.
And the insane peripheral vision there. If anyone's open, even for an instant, Magic's gonna find you.
Johnson kicks to McHale. Knocked away. Now here's Reddish. Tight defense on him. Paxson, he's checked in for Boston.
Jim Paxson.
Outside, Carter gets a hand on it. Bird pulls it in.
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
McHale. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
Johnson with it. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Count that bucket. Now Johnson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. The shot by Abdul-Jabbar, no good. Here's Paxson. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson.
And the ultimate combo guard. Johnson can pass with the league's best playmakers.
Steps back and fires. A shot by Reddish, no good. And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time. And, of course, there's no questioning Cam Reddish's talent level. Greg, he has a high ceiling.
Yeah, I mean, great size, length, the fluidity as an athlete. He can make an impact at both ends of the floor. Shoots the three well for a young player. And you love his ability to match up, really 1 through 5. And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Passes to LeBron. That shot missing, and it's Boston the other way. Here's Bird. It's rebounded by Leonard. James looking around. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's O'Neal and Shaq with the slam.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. That's good from O'Neal. There's 1:17 left to play in the third. Knocked loose. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Johnson. Money from the wing. Johnson's got 6. Johnson's gone 3 for 7 from the floor so far tonight. Giannis, that's a 2-pointer. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. That's 7 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And how about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
43 seconds left to play here in the third. Johnson, the pass to Bird. Parrish with it. Johnson outside. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length. And how about the reach of O'Neal there? A huge target for his teammates on these alley-oops.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Celtics. Curry passes it to O'Neal. Oh, and the dunk by Shaq.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. The feed to Bird. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Well, I think it kills your energy, and it certainly kills your momentum.
Curry fires from way outside. And so it's the visiting team out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Back right after this. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. On the court for the Celtics, Jones is out there with Parrish. Then it's Ainge. Then there's Brown. And it's Smith in at the 3 spot. James kicks to O'Neal. Outside Curry. From deep. Parrish grabs the board.
I'm honestly not sure what that was about. Maybe a protest against his coach?
Well, that is inexcusable. That kind of shot selection won't do them any good. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Up top, Curry. He's covered by Brown. Shaq passes to Giannis. And here is Curry. Shot clock at 6. The tray. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Here's Parrish. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
At the line, Robert Parrish.
And he knocks down the first one. Boston making a switch here. Both free throws good from Parrish. Here's Curry. From deep 3-point range. Clock at 6. O'Neal inside. And they pick up 2.
And O'Neal, just a brute on the block, simply overpowers the opposition.
Here's Gilmore, guarded by O'Neal. And he gets it to go.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Curry against Brown. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. Curry can't get it to go.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Celtics. Williams, he's checked in for Smith. And it's Brown in for Brown. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And there's the pass to Parrish. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Paxson, and it's sent back by Leonard.
Well, tremendous intimidation and shot blocking by Kawhi Leonard. How nice is that?
Here's O'Neal. LeBron James on the wing. Pass to Curry from deep. Curry with another miss.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
It's good.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
James way outside. Gilmore grabs the miss. 1:04 left in the fourth quarter. To the inside, Paxson. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Giannis grabs the miss.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Pass to Paxson. The shot's good. Brown making the play. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth. Curry from deep three-point land. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And how many times have we seen this? Curry always has an answer from 3.
Pass to Paxson. Back to Brown. And the pass to Paxson. makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
Well, the problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot, but right now this guy is cooking.
Curry fires from way outside. No good there. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.